Okay, Mark Salinas with FightHype here, Coach. Um, we just got the news on the Instagram. It said Pacheco split with Coach Benavidez. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm super happy to be part of his journey. He said he wanted to try different things. I'm super happy to take him where he was to where he's at now. He's like rank number one. He's ready to fight for a world title. So that makes me really happy to, like I said, be part of his journey. And he decided to do something different. And at the end of the day, he's very talented. I think he could be a world champion, no doubt. And I'm another fan now, and I'll be supporting him. Sometimes you get attached to the fighters, but at the end of the day, you gotta want the best for 'em.
So at the end of the day, I'm assuming from the conversation he did the manly thing and talked to you before anything came out and everything.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. We sat down and I told him if he wasn't happy with things, because you can kind of tell a little bit, when somebody, or I think that sometimes, I don't know, he's a grown man, and I believe that it's for the best. We sat down, we talked in good terms, and everything's great. Like I said, I had two more fights with him, and he said he wanted his contract, and I was so super happy, to give him his contract back. I managed him and I trained him, and like I said, I want the best for him, and like I said, I just want to see him as a world champion.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you very much, Coach. For clearing that up. We always appreciate you, and we know you very well down here in South Texas. One more question for you. Fabian Diaz looked outstanding over there at OTX. Are you still with him? And how's that going?
Yeah, no, no. The plan says to keep helping whoever needs the help, and he's a great fighter too. I see that he's super talented, man. It's just a matter of time and a little bit more experience. He'll get that within time. I did watch the fight, and he looked good, and I think he's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. And I'm here. Like I said, we don't have nothing officially. That. I don't manage him, or he has his own trainers and all that. But I think I'm part of the team, and I'm here to support him 100%.
Thank you, Coach. How about the rest of your guys over here in Texas? I know you have a few in San Antonio, Ayala, and then also the two girls.
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny. Like I said, I just help a lot of people. The girls, the Tejas girls. When I got them, I went up there and I was in their corner, and that's another great experience. Like I said, but they decided to train. I think in Las Vegas, and I'm happy for them. Like I said, I'm just here to help, bro. But I'm not longer with them either. But I still, if they need help, I'm here. Ayala the same.
Yeah, yeah, tremendous, Coach. Well, how's everything going with your son? You guys gearing up to have a huge event over in Riyadh, man. How do you feel?
Yeah, we're super excited. We're super focused, and yeah, it's the toughest fights for David. Anthony Yar, he's been in at 175 for a long time, and he did have a really really good fight against Beterbiev, one of the monsters in that division. He hurt him. Unfortunately, he lost that fight, but we know that he has pop, and it was a good fight. And we're not underestimating nobody. And I think we can't just win the fight. We have to look impressive in order to go get the big boys.
Yeah, listen, I keep hearing, everybody's hearing, man. Right after this, there's some big fights coming down the line and big money. How do you feel about all that? I mean, it looks
You
like
know,
it's right down the way.
to be honest with you, I don't really care about none of that. We have a big test coming in front of us, November 22nd, and that's what we're focused for. We cannot focus on the money or the big fights right now. We have a big fight coming up, and we gotta perform in order to look spectacular. Don't get cut, don't get injured, and sky's the limit.
Man, okay, yeah, thank you. Focused as always, Coach. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for giving us your time, man. You're focused, and thank you for clearing that up. I'm glad to hear everything ended in good terms with you guys, and everything's
Yeah.
well.
I just ask you, don't twist things around. Sometimes I don't want to do interviews because I say something and then people sometimes, they kind of twist things around. But no, we're in good terms. Everything's great. I'm super happy. Everything's great. Me and Pacheco, and yeah, we're happy, to what we got, and I think he's a great person. I think he's going to be a world champion, no doubt.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Mark
Thank you.
Salinas here with Fight Hype, and we really appreciate you. One of the best in the business, Coach Benavidez. Thank you, sir.